guys, I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Abby, and if you're watching this video, that means that you are interested in making money working from home and possibly without even having to show your face. No doubt you want to be your own boss. You don't want to be accountable to anybody else, and you certainly don't want to have to build a team. Today, I am so excited to be sharing this opportunity with you. This opportunity literally has changed my life, and it's changed my family's life too. So this business has allowed us to pay off all of our debts. We have booked a Caribbean holiday this November coming up. It's also allowed me to relocate my family to the most beautiful, gorgeous part of England called the Lake District, and I absolutely could not have done that if I was still employed and working in a job. Sorry guys, I'm having to do this in short clips because I've got a terrible cough, so every time I cough I'm having to clip it out. Before I started in the online space, I was a single mum and I was working a full-time job in a really toxic corporate male-dominated industry. I hardly ever saw my kids. In fact, my youngest daughter Grace at the time, she actually called her childminder mummy because she saw the childminder even more than she ever saw me. I missed out on all of those big massive milestones. I missed out on the first steps, I missed out on the first words, I missed out on teething, the first tooth. I missed out on so much, and that's because I was working. I was getting up at 5 a.m, getting out at 6 a.m, getting the train at 7 a.m, and I wasn't getting home until I put my kids to bed. So all of this is back before I met my now husband, but the real low point for me was when we were claiming financial help and we were having to actually go to this church that had what we call here in the UK a food bank, and I was having to go there on a regular basis to get food, to get fruit vouchers and to get milk vouchers for the kids. That was a massive low point. Now, looking at me now, I don't mean to tell you my boring rags to riches story, but I think it's really massively relevant when I explain, actually, what was the catalyst that got me involved and got me working in the online space. And it also explains why my desire to succeed was so powerful, and so I was so motivated to take the action to change my life. And I want you to understand where that desire actually stemmed from too. At the time, I'd fled a narcissistic, toxic, violent relationship. I was basically on antidepressants. We then had a child custody battle for 8 whole years after that. And no sooner than one court case was over, then another court case would start up. And then we'd start the whole toxic, horrible, traumatic process all the way over again. I ended up with PTSD from the trauma of thinking I was going to lose my children at any moment. In essence, I tell you this because I want you to understand that I was a total hot mess. I was unfocused. Everything about my life was just a complete mess. I want you to understand that, and that's how I began. I was completely overwhelmed. I was trying to survive day to day. I was just about getting by. I was just scraping through my bills through the end of the week. It was exhausting. I was constantly worrying about money, worrying about how I was going to pay the bills and afford groceries as well. And this was a never-ending concern at the forefront of my mind at all times. Back then, I knew absolutely nothing about the online space. I'd never even heard of digital marketing. Heck, I didn't even know that you could make money online. And if somebody had told me that back then, I would not have believed them. I did start in the online space with an MLM, working with a network marketing company. And back in the day, I also got burnt out with that. I was also trying to grow a team, and I never wanted to have to deal with that again. I just didn't like having to recruit all the time, bug my friends, bug my family, cold message people, and talk people into buying really low ticket health products all the time. It's just something I wasn't passionate. I did that for a while to stay home with the kids, but I just got really tired of it really quickly. I also really hated not seeing the people around me winning in the way that they should do, so I ended up stepping down from doing that. So next, I started my very own virtual assistant business. I was working for some online coaches as their personal admin assistant. I really enjoyed that, but the income was really unpredictable. I ended up working a lot more hours than I was charging for, and so I started to get into coaching. I was obviously working for coaches, so I could see what they were doing. It looked really good, and so I took a business coaching certification so that I could help other people to start a business. So my coaching business was going really well right up until the pandemic. I was earning 6 figures a year, every single year, just from helping people to start and build their own online business from scratch and without any startup costs. I know part of the reason I was so successful is that I've got a really good work ethic, and I was always able to motivate myself to keep on going every single day and work at growing my business. So I was really self-motivated. But then during the pandemic and after the pandemic, there was a massive, and I mean massive, influx of online coaches who had trained to become a coach during the beginning of the pandemic, and I started to suffer with regular bouts of burnout. Because when I first started my business coaching business, there weren't many business coaches out there. People were coming to me wanting business coaching. But then after the pandemic, there was so many business coaches and all the different types of coaches that it just felt as though it was just a massive, great, big competitive market. I was having to do all of my sales, all of my marketing, as well as the coaching and the training and the client delivery in order for me to make it worthwhile for me and my family. I was running regular challenges and events like they tell you to bring in more clients. And I just felt in a constant state of burnout and brain fog. I was constantly spinning plates and living off adrenaline and anxiety, just trying to do everything myself. During those weeks when I was putting on my events and I was just spinning all the plates, spinning all the wheels, my life was really, really unbearable. I was still making really great sales, unlike a lot of other coaches who had seen their sales massively decline after the pandemic was over. But I felt as though I was having to work harder and harder and harder and harder every time I put on an event, and I was just getting more and more gradually burnt out. Then at the beginning of 2024, my youngest daughter went through a series of medical procedures on her legs that meant for most of it she was really struggling to walk. She was due another operation in the summer of 2024, and as a main carer I knew that I was going to have to be around for her for the most of summer 24 and also the back end of 2024. I knew she wouldn't be able to walk and she was going to rely on me totally 24/7 for care. I couldn't imagine trying to do everything that I'd been doing in my coaching business, running events, doing all the things, spinning all the plates and seeing clients, delivering and also being there for my daughter when she needed me. Something massive had to change that would keep my income where it was, but that meant my business could be a lot simpler, a lot easier, and not take up so much of my own personal time. I needed my time back, really. I needed something basically that took 2 to 4 hours a day maximum so that I could do the work at whatever time suited me with my schedule with my daughter. So I thought, shit, what am I going to do? What am I going to do now? I'm going to have to go and get a job. Here where I'm living in the north of the England Lake District, there's no jobs. It's all hospitality, restaurants. I did not want to wait on tables. I'm telling you, these feet will not take it these days. Another coughing fit. Anyway, so a few years ago I dabbled in affiliate marketing and I made a few grand, when I was really focusing on it. And that, affiliate marketing is where you sell someone else's products and then you take a cut of the income from it. So I started to do some research into that area because I'd done it before. When I first read about digital marketing, I honestly didn't think it was a scam because I knew that there was loads and loads of people out there making a ton of money, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures online. So I actually never thought it was a scam, but I was just confused about how it all worked. I didn't really understand it. I really thought, I don't want to be part of a company. I really don't want to be part of a network marketing company, an MLM. And so for a few months, I just kept scrolling and scrolling past all of these posts that were talking about digital marketing because I didn't understand it. Then in April 2024, I came across an article written by Forbes. I don't know if you've heard of Forbes, but it was talking about digital marketing and how that industry is set to become the most profitable industry by summer 2025, taking over things like Amazon and even like cosmetics and everything. And it was that article by Forbes that really made me sit up and take notice. This was a growing industry, guys, at a time when we were having a global recession, the economy was shrinking, everybody is struggling, yet this industry, digital marketing, is booming. And that really made me stop and open my eyes and prick open my ears and really listen to what was going on. I mean, we were literally in economic crisis, so I felt instantly in my gut that I needed to be a part of this huge wave of growth. And so far, whenever I've listened to my gut, it's always been right. So I really listened to my gut this time. And it was at this point that I started to see lots and lots of posts about digital marketing coming through my feed. And now that my eyes were opened up to it, I was reading the posts and really trying to ascertain and make out how it all worked. So I feel like a lot of people really don't explain it very well at all, and I was really confused about how it worked. It sounded really, really techy, it sounded really nerdy as well, and I absolutely hate all things tech related, and I honestly was so overwhelmed at the time with my life and with what was going on with my daughter and all of our commitments, trying to take care of her, that I just really didn't think it was for me. My biggest issue was time. I didn't think I was going to have enough time to actually dive into learning it, training, coaching, all the things that I would need to be successful. So I kept scrolling and scrolling and I kept on struggling. And then I finally reached out to a woman who I'd been following on Instagram who was doing the digital marketing thing. And I started to send her some DMs and ask her some questions about it. The woman I reached out to quickly explained to me that it wasn't everything that I thought it was. This is actually freelance digital marketing. It's not through a company at all. It's not an MLM. It's not network marketing. You're not going to be recruiting anybody to be part of your team. You don't even build a team. You don't make money off other people's sales. You actually get 100% profit with every single sale. And the reason why I like that is because when I was with an MLM, and even when I dabbled with affiliate marketing for a while, my income was always dependent on other people's success and other people's work ethic. It wasn't dependent on my own work ethic. I don't know if you know this, but people these days, they just don't have a good work ethic. But I knew I was a hard worker. I knew I had a good work ethic. I knew that I would be able to learn this. And I knew that if I could bring a few $1,000s into the household by doing this just to start off with, that would be a game changer, and that would give me my time back so that I could care for her. And if I'm really honest and I'm being really selfish, I put my own health and wellness on the back burner for so many years as a business coach that, this opportunity to care for my daughter, I thought, well, actually, I want to care for myself as well. I want to go to the gym, do some exercises. I want to put my own health and wellness and fitness first for once as well. So I saw this as an opportunity to give me my time back to focus, not just on my daughter, but also myself for a change. All things considered, I was ready to go all in with digital marketing and with learning all of the things and exactly how to do it and how to set it up quickly. Whenever I've explained it to my friends and even some of my clients, I've had a couple of people say things like, oh, it's too good to be true, Abby, getting 100% profits, it's too good to be true. But actually, it's 2024 and there's digital transactions happening right now as I'm talking to you all around the world at any given moment. You just say that because you're not on the receiving end of those transactions. That's why it feels like it's too good to be true. When you buy these digital products, you can actually do one of two things, or two of two things. You can either use the digital products just for learning and coaching and training, and a lot of people who have a business or an online business or even an offline business buy those digital products just to do the coaching and training and to do the course. But also, when you buy the digital products, you earn the right to resell it. So you're also able to resell that digital product yourself with 100% profits if you want to. You don't have to, but it's if you want to. So when you buy these digital products, you actually own the rights to them. So you can do one of two things. You can either make your own digital product, or you can sell the actual done for you digital product that you purchased. I hope that makes sense. Because you own the license to them and you can resell them for 100% profits, I instantly knew that this was a no-brainer opportunity, because there's actually no way that you can lose money on this. Absolutely no way. Just with one sale, I was going to get all of my money back for buying this digital product, for buying this course. I just had another coughing fit. Anyway, what I was going to say is, I thought back to all the things that I've bought. I don't know if you're the same as me, but I've got on planes and gone to conventions and events. I've bought podcasts that I paid for. I've bought books. I've bought courses galore. I've bought coaches, mentors. I've invested in membership groups, mentorship groups. I've invested in courses that have helped my mindset, that had no types of resale rights. I've been spending the last 8 years buying courses where I wasn't able to resell them and I couldn't make my money back. But I did that because I wanted to grow as a person. So for me, I was like, well, this kind of makes total sense, because I'm going to learn all this new stuff, but I'm also going to get the rights to resell it on and make a great impact with other people who need this too. So as I say, this was a no-brainer opportunity for me. I knew that just one sale was going to cover the whole entire costs of me learning, doing all this coaching and training on this course and learning a new business, basically. I also didn't want to do something where I was relying on someone else. I was relying on a team member. I was relying on my upline, my downline, my sideline, or anybody else's work ethic. I wanted to be in full control of this business and this income. When this woman told me that you can make anywhere between $500 to $1,000 with a single sale, I was like, where do I sign? Where do I sign? Because you make your money back with just one sale. And I knew that if I just focused on that first week and got that sale under my belt, I would feel so much better, because I'd be in the green with this new business. And then from then, I knew that all I had to do was focus on getting a couple of sales a week, and that would give me $4,000 to $6,000 of income a month, which was basically covering what I was earning before as a coach minus costs. I was also really excited by what is still a fairly new industry. We're right on the front of the wave of it. I know so many other families, other business owners who are struggling, even, you know, fellow coaches like me who would be able to do this as a sideline, as a side hustle, because it only takes a couple of hours a day, struggling financially and looking for ways to create a side income. You know, it's not just people who've got a 9-to-5 job or something like that. So I wasn't just thinking of myself when I was like, where do I sign? I really want to join this business now. But I was also thinking of the impact that this could have on all of the other people around me that really need it and that would really benefit from it. One thing I want to say is, you know, doing this, learning this industry, this digital marketing industry, really focuses on sales and marketing. So it's an absolute massive benefit to anybody with any business. Doing this massively complements other businesses, product businesses, coaching businesses, and other side hustles too. And let's face it, even if you've got a job, even if you've got a 9-to-5 job, having another $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 plus a month coming in through passive income is a massive game changer, isn't it? Not only can it rescue you in times of need in your life, but it can also become something much bigger for you. It can develop and grow into something bigger for you in the future too. If you want to talk to me about that, you know, send me a DM, because this has got future potential to it as well, massively. Once you start in this industry, you're going to start to dream big, massive dreams. I promise you. I went from just needing an extra $1,000 a month really just to be okay, and now I'm 3 months into digital marketing. I've made over $30,000 and it's completely new to me. Remember, I've never been doing this. I wasn't even working my Instagram account properly before I started. I even taught my 13-year-old daughter to do it right at the beginning, and we had a couple of accounts that we were testing out, and she made $3,300, obviously with my help and support. So, you know, even children, teenagers, not young children, but anyone from 13 plus, even students, people who are in college, can massively benefit from this new massively growing industry. I'm going to have to stop soon. I keep coughing. What I was going to say, what's really cool about it as well, is you can set up a new social media handle doing this, where you don't even reveal who you are. You don't have to share your name, reveal your identity. You don't even have to share your face. Those of you who've heard of this faceless marketing, this is a massive new trending thing at the moment on Instagram and TikTok. And especially, you know, if you've got kids doing it, college students, university students, you can completely stay anonymous while you set up this brand new side hustle. So in May 2024, we bit the bullet and we got started. We purchased the course that was going to teach us everything that we needed to know to get everything started and everything set up quickly. I got my daughter to do it with me as well before she was having her medical procedures and her operation. And actually, it's been absolutely brilliant. The course itself was about 25 hours in total, and we just took it at our own pace and we implemented as we went through it. And now I'm teaching actually inside my own mentoring group and also inside our brand new academy exactly how we made the money back for that course within 24 hours of starting the course. I now use the course that I purchased to help me to create my very own program, which is called the Freedom Marketing Academy. I made this course to teach you exactly how I have managed to scale this business right up just in the last 3 months, and so rapidly. I wanted to share that with everybody. And a side hint here, hint, the answer is it's not by doing exactly the same as what everybody else is doing in digital marketing. We actually learn how to set up clear, simple automations. I'm not techie, I'm not nerdy, but just to set up some really simple funnels where a lot of it is kind of automated and working itself behind the scenes. Yeah, so I've personally set up a brand new Instagram account together with my daughter. Actually, we set up a few different ones to test when we first got started with digital marketing. I talk about that a lot more inside our course. But I've also been reigniting my current Instagram account, the one that I used very badly for my business coaching business, which was predominantly done on LinkedIn and on Facebook as well. So I'm currently at the stage of trying to put a fire underneath my current Instagram account, but it's honestly not really affected the sales at all in any way. And another fun fact for you is that if you don't fancy doing reels, you don't have to. So I bought a set of videos from Etsy. It was £5. So what is that, like $3 or something? I don't know the currency conversion. But you can just use pre-done videos and just simply write your caption. So if you don't fancy jiggling around and dancing and pointing at the screen, you absolutely don't have to. There are lots of faceless accounts absolutely crushing digital marketing right now. And we also teach you that inside the course too, exactly how to set up a faceless account and how to post and everything, and how to connect with your audience with it being faceless. You get taught all of that inside our academy. So to sum everything up, what you do is you buy the course one time and then you own the rights to resell it for 100% profit every single time somebody buys it from you. So this means that you can make on average anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 extra dollars a month just from a couple of sales a week. How amazing is that? And the course itself is not just for reselling, it's going to actually teach you high profit skill sets and strategies like how to do automations, how to do funnels, how to do reels, how to do carousels, what to post, when to post, how to do stories. All of those things you're going to learn inside the course, and also, you know, how to drive traffic to your website. A lot of business owners and entrepreneurs actually buy the course itself just to increase their sales with no intention of reselling it. You will learn high profit skill sets that I didn't even realise were so easy to learn. With my automations and all my funnels all set up, I only work a couple of hours a day now. So not only people wanting to make money will buy the course, but also business owners or anyone that has any type of an offer or a brand, because it's going to help them boost their sales and it's going to help them build their brand too. So thank you very much for listening to my story. I hope that you now understand a lot more about digital marketing and about master resale rights and gaining those rights to resell these courses. Thank you for listening. I'd love to connect with you. Make sure that you do send me a message or a DM. But also I want to thank you so much for taking the time and trouble to watch this mini webinar. I want to give you a gift. So I want to leave you with a special offer. Normally, to join our academy, it's $1,997. And today, because you took the trouble to watch this little webinar with me, if you send me a DM with the word webinar, I'm going to allow you to join our academy for the bargain price of $777. If it's a struggle, if it's a stretch to pay that, there are also payment plans and payment options available. So you can have a chat with me about that. Just remember that you won't be able to resell the course until you have made the full payment for the course. So I hope this video has explained everything about digital marketing and master resale rights a lot better, and you understand it a lot more than you did before you watched this video. As a leaving gift, a parting gift from me, I want to leave you with an amazing special offer. So normally to join our academy is $1,997, but today I want to give you an offer only if you send me a DM with the word webinar. I want to offer you to be able to join our academy for $777 today. There are payment plans and payment options available, so make sure if you want to do this, if this excites you in the way that it excites me, if you're excited by earning incredible income just by working 2 to 4 hours a day, send me that DM with the word webinar. So yeah, like I say, we've got payment plans and finance options available for you if you want to get started today. Make sure that you send me the word webinar in the DMs, in Facebook, probably better in Instagram. And you know, I absolutely cannot wait to meet you. I cannot wait to help you to completely change your life. I cannot wait for you to be earning this income with just 2 to 4 hours a day. And I cannot wait to be your teacher.